Well, good morning. Yes, good morning once again. So good to be up at this time of the morning. You know, as I always said, at the uprising, stand all the angels are up and all the angels are bouncing about. This morning, I don't think we will have this very lengthy life as you know, not 100%. And I just decided that as the Yuletide season is upon us, I know there's a few things, a few advice to pass on as a older state and someone who have been around for many a decades, and I've seen much of this season they call Christmas. And I just want to advise you to be gently wise in what you do at this time. I think, I gather you would have heard it on many occasions. This would be the first place you would have heard that you ought to keep it safe. Walk and look around you. Be aware of who is beside you. Be aware of whom you're going out with. Be aware of whom you're sharing important information with at this time. You know, please don't let this season overcome you that you forget to secure yourself the right and proper way. I know there are young ones coming in the system. There are people just, turning 18, people just turning 12, you know. Children are excited about this time, right? But I just want you to take the necessary precautionary measures not to let the season overcomes you, right? That silliness takes over. At one point in time, they call this the silly season. People drink harder, people smoke harder, people spend harder, people do everything extra at this time, some recklessly. Now, whatever you're doing, make sure it is constructive, right? So, at the end of the season, there is something that you can look back to, right? And that can send you forward for the preparation of the next season, right? I just think I should pass on these words of wisdom, known to the fact that this is a platform where young people is on, and at the moment they are the ones who really and truly carrying out certain activities right now. The Bible said young man and woman I call upon you because you are strong. So it is your time now because your bones are stronger, your reflex, your eyesight, your everything is stronger than the older person who is deteriorating and you are just coming into the prime of your life. So use this period wisely, right? And use this period of your life to set yourself for the twilight days, right? You know, I born a rooster. I rule under the rooster sign. Yes, so I just cannot help do what I'm doing. All when you know want listen, all when you know want join, but I have to make sure do what the Creator who creates me, my boss, asks me to do. You know, I just like the living rooster who gets up and crow, and he doesn't even care who he is awake, who he's alerting. He knows that he has to crow, so he just get up and he crows and crows and crows, and whosoever will may wake. Well, I depict the rooster, and that's how Jaja plans it, and that is how Tychicus keeping it for a good showing on my paper works. Not with man, you will never get the markup that you're supposed to get from man. Why? Because the Creator is fair, but man is unfair. Yes, the Creator will give you the markup you deserve. Man will take away your markup because from the day they were born, they were created. They created to be unfair. Right? And they'll use, alright, let's say fairness and unfairness were there. But because of greed, unfairness takes hold of them. And I would want to say to you this morning, be careful of whom you are unfair with. Please be careful of how you're unfair to others. Please, because at some point in time, it's gonna turn around to haunt you if you're unfair to people, to your fellow men. You may be smiling now, yes, you may be laughing now, and it may look like it benefits you now, but honestly, take it from the white beard man. Okay? Right? Be careful of who you're unfair to. Right? As a man who loves wisdom, I learn all these things because I have a passion for wisdom. Right? I go seeking wisdom every minute, every opportunity that I can get. Even if you see me downtown selling my regular blacks, I'm looking for wisdom. I got my wisdom from your behavior in the street. How you accept me and who don't accept me. I learned the ways of mankind by making utterance, and I read between the lines in the street. Then I know who I am and who they are. I know who love wisdom from who love foolishness. And that is the reason why I always speak of the plumb line that I drop. Yeah. My friend, this is no time to reject wisdom, because those without wisdom is gonna fall miserably. And I often love to refer to the dandy shandy game. If you cannot sight the ball when it has thrown straight at you, you cannot read the throw from the hand, right? Then you won't be able to come out a winner, right? If you use a cricketing terms, if you do not know the ball to defend and the ball to hit for six, you're gonna out, right? Exactly so. These are no if and buts or maybes. These are the truth, right? So I implore you this morning, early in the morning, those of you who take time out to gather some wisdom, I really do appreciate you. And not only that, I appreciate you, the God of hosts, really acknowledge you and give you stars in your crown. Once you love wisdom, I have a passion for it. So there's no place for stupidity. There's no place for stupidity at this time. So we need to use the better material to build going forward. And the better material is wisdom. So let us look at wisdom as a priority. And that's something I only need to have when I want money. Yes. When the bills comes around. Some people remember certain people when they are in trouble. Yeah, that's the time they remember some people. Remember to let me give that money a check or that girl a check only when they are in trouble. Right? And that's not wisdom. That is not wisdom. Okay. As we said before, we are in the Yuletide season. It's a season of giving and sharing. And what time is better to, stretch a hand to someone, no matter how small, right? As I am doing now. I'm here passing on advice. Sometimes you may not have the material things to give. You may not have the ham, you may not have the bacon, you may not have the money. But a good advice is good enough. Many people has their experience that could help a younger person going forward this Christmas season and have all the materials to do so, but they choose not to, because either they're going to look small or they thought it is not beneficial to them because this is not bringing them a lot of likes, a lot of money, a lot of material things. So not even an advice to pass down to someone they wouldn't have done. They become selfish and greedy, right? For me this morning, I don't care zero, right? If you want to tap the screen, if you want to share the live, if you want to support my live goal, I am giving this period to you, right? Right? As a gift. And what I am passing on to you as a gift is something that I love. Wisdom. So you cannot, when you're giving something, you have to give of your best. And the best thing that a man could ever have is life. So I'm giving my life to you by giving you some advice, which is wisdom, some wise advice. So I'd start this way. Don't betray a friend for money. Number one. We are in the season. Good morning from Milton, Skyness. Good morning, UK. Have a blessed morning. And I trust wherever you are or whatever you do, you will have a very, very successful and inspiring day. And as you go along, Milton, help someone to go forward. Strawberry shortcake. Don't betray a friend for money. Don't betray a real friend for all the gold in the world. You wanna get me now? Now greed will steps in at this time that you don't even remember, say, are your friend. Diana Lakeman, good morning. Blue Eyes, thank you. Right? That you don't even realize that it is your best friend. Right? And I know while I'm speaking, I'm not speaking of something that is not happening. Even as I speak, someone is on this live who have been betrayed by a friend or someone betraying a friend right now. Right? We are in this season where people intend to become unconscious, right? And let every little thing surprises them. But I advise you this morning to be on your P and your Q. And these words you may not too familiarize with them, but these are words that my old parents used to pass on to me, and I added them to my vocab, right, and uses them throughout my 66 years. You can see many of this season and many happenings at this time Many been betrayed. Many young girls lost their sanity, lost their pride at this time, stretching out their hands and stretching it sometime too far in the shark's mouth. And the sharks gobble them up, eat up their pride, eat up their sanity. Yes? And when I say girls, it now, I mean human, the girls and the boys, right? Because it is now happening, right? There's a lot of cash circulating, and the more they heard of the cash is the more reckless the people get in their doings. At the marketplace, the price gouging start. Enough money in circulation, we can raise the things up, right? A blouse costs $10, it will now cost $20. Yes, because when they smartly or cunningly started to tell you how much money is in circulation and the countdown for that day come along, people started to do reckless things. But I urges you this morning, even your friend will betray you at this time. Even your friend will rob you at this time. As the countdown draw closer to the grand finale, right? And please operate with caution. This is my gift to you, This is my gift to you. I think it is the 21st day of February, of December. Not the 21st, the 22nd. Yeah, of December 2023. As I pass on these words of wisdom. Relations with others, be careful who you relate to at this time of the year. Be careful. Thank you, Blue Eyes. Be careful of whom asks you to accompany them to anywhere. Also be careful of the places you go. Be careful of the things you intake into your structure at this time of the year. Right? Yes. Be careful of those things. All right. Don't miss your chance to marry a wise and good person, male or female. Don't miss your chance in merging with a good person. A lot of us miss the chance by blowing our chances because we refuse to recognize what is good and what is bad, what is good and what is evil. So many times we are looking for good and pick evil. Now, each case you have before the courts, they're going to tell you that you required a lawyer to speak for you for whatever reason, mainly trusting the intelligence of the lawyer. Even the lawyer need a lawyer, right? So does us. In the spirit, we need someone to advocate for us. And that's why we have to apply the services of the 7 archangels: Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Zapharel, Shamael, and Zachariel. You have to apply the service of those individual, the spirit. Don't miss your chance to marry a wise and good person. So being as man are subjected to mistake, you must acquire a method, which is the spirit, to pass on to reveal to you whether the person is good or the person is not good. Unruly Shawana, alright, thank you. Yeah, you're just like the common man needs a lawyer. That's how you need the spirit, right? The spirit of discerning, the spirit of comprehension. Yes? Yes. You need that to discern good from bad, whether in the furniture that you bought or the human being that you are relating to in relationship. You must discern. And to discern, you have to have the service of the Spirit, the Holy Spirit with you. Now, be careful here now, I said the Holy Spirit. There are other spirits around which cannot considered holy. The Holy Spirit is natural. The Holy Spirit is life. It's a living process. The Spirit cannot die. Flesh will die, but the Spirit cannot die. The Spirit was here before us. The Spirit is the first intelligent. The Spirit is the first informer. Right? So if we bank more on the official intelligence, then the official intelligence will tell you whether the individual is good or not once you apply yourself, right? With humility, purity, sanity, and alkalinity. That spirit will able to make you feel the imbalance in one by even talking to you, by even looking at you, right? Yeah, right? The Holy Spirit, a sentence being read to you, the spirit of comprehension is with you. And some people say you understand, some say you overstand, some say you understand, right? And that is the work of the Spirit within you. That's the spirit of light. Let there be light, and the light will spear through the darkness. The things that you're not able to see with your physical eyes, right? But by reading, you weren't there. You're reading history, and you weren't there. The Spirit will colorize it for you, bring it close to you as it has been read. That's what we talk about, the Spirit, the energy. Those whom neglect and reject that sort of energy, they will depend on force, trickery, right? Or trickery, lies to defeat you, right? But if you bank on the Spirit, yes, the Spirit will show you when to move, how to move, right? Who to friend, who not to friend. But because we are only human, sometimes we disobey the Spirit. And anytime you disobey the Spirit, you're going to be wrong. You're going to have to pay the penalty for disobeying the Spirit. Sometimes you're paying the penalty and you don't even know. You say you're salt. You say them over you. Yes. You say them a work upon you. You say them bad mind you. Meantime, the Spirit was telling you, whether in a vision or in meditation, it was telling you of something about Paul. But you listen not to the Spirit, you listen to Paul showing you a stack of money or material things. And you listen to Paul said, I love you, darling. I love you, honey. Paul, let's say Paul or Paula, right? Yeah, because we are dealing with it both ways. We are leveling the vibes. Yes, babes. Yes, babes. And the word LOVE comes in between that. Right? And you will be there looking for this LOVE. You're gonna see shades of it. You're gonna see shades, just shades of it. But as time goes by, you're looking for this real love, and you can't find it. Right? Sometimes you've gone too far in hoping that one day it will change, and instead of changing for the better, it is changing for the worst. So you find things started to deteriorate, even feelings started to deteriorate, temper started to flare, right? Then domestic violence chips in. Some lost their life, unfortunately. Some go behind bars. This is a real Christmas gift to you this morning. Right? So in everything you do, like I am doing now, I bank wholly and solely on the Spirit to advise you this morning. Henceforth, Uriel, unseen, sitting beside me. Gabriel, unseen, sitting beside me. Michael, unseen, sitting beside me. Raphael, unseen, sitting beside me. Zapharel, unseen, sitting beside me. Shamarel, unseen, sitting beside me. Zachariel, unseen, sitting beside me. Right now. And I'm able to pass on these line of information to you. And all it takes, just your purity and your sanity and your alkalinity that brings around the transparency. So that these 7 angels can work through you, can give you visions, can give you strength, can give you knowledge, can give you healing, right? Right? In every department, every aspect of your life. Yes, indeed. It's very important. These are things that you don't buy. These are things that comes natural. Just look through nature. Nature brings it to you. Right? Look through the passage of time. Right? And everything just fast forward onto you. In the computer world, they use the word download to you, right? But when you connected to nature, it forward onto you. You bring it closer to your inner standing, to your inner self, using the intelligence. And that is the reason why you have AI intelligence, artificial intelligence, right? So what I am using right now is a blend of artificial intelligence and the official intelligence. How? What do I mean? Yes, the invention of the digital world, right, which is artificial, right? The invention of I'm sitting here and you are in UK and you can see me, that is artificial intelligence, right? Right? Now make the things that I am saying to you, right? It is the official intelligence, right? So this is how you need wisdom to blend both together, because at some point in time people will get so overwhelmed with the artificial intelligence and forget the official intelligence, and the artificial intelligence will fail, but the official intelligence never fails, right? So you have to have it as a backup, right? Like you need a generator that when GPS current goes out, the generator chips in when the artificial intelligence fails, because it is made up of the official intelligence, right? So it is quicker to fail more than the official intelligence, right? Don't know how much this is helping you this morning, with an effort to help you balance the artificial intelligence with the official intelligence, because a lot, the I don't want to say this, a lot of people are forsaking the official intelligence, right, and met their demise, right, because they trust only in the artificial intelligence, right? They do not know how to balance both. And if you are not balanced, one side gonna carry down the other, and it will catapult you into a direction that you don't want to go. So you must have both intelligence, and the official and the artificial. The official to tell you when you are going too far into the artificial intelligence, right? When you need to go over to the artificial somewhere, it's like blending your lemonade. It's not everybody can blend your lemonade to let it taste balanced. The right amount of lime, the right amount of water, the right amount of sugar, right? To blend your lemonade, right? Or you season up your chicken, the right amount of salt, right? Right? The right amount of season, the right amount of pepper, the right amount of spice, right? And this, the right amount cannot tell you by artificial intelligence. It has to tell you by the official intelligence. But you are mixing both together, right? So on a one-way street, another that the official intelligence has been pushed aside, right? The official intelligence have to be there, right? Just like we, the older folks, right, have to be there for the younger folks, right? Right? We have noticed a trend in Jamaica, don't know if it is anywhere else, where the seniors had